Mm.
Warning. This podcast may contain spoilers from whatever TV show or movie is mentioned. Please listen at your own discretion. Welcome to Viewers Anonymous.
What's going on? I am Scoots Bronson.
And I am S. Foster, and welcome to Viewers Anonymous, man. How you feeling today, man? You good?
Man, I'm feeling good, feeling great, man. I'm about to you know what I'm saying, go out and go to Top Golf and enjoy myself after the pod. And about to get lined up real quick, you know what I'm saying, get a fresh line and about to be out here, you know what I'm saying,
Uh-oh.
looking splendiferous.
All right,
How about you,
hey,
bro?
look, hey, I'm getting mine done tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
About to get the little retwist. You know what I'm saying? Little cutty cut. You know what I'm saying? So getting ready for the trip I got coming up, man.
for sure.
So I ain't mad at it at all, man. I ain't mad at it at all. But before we get started, man,
Hmm.
we gotta shout out to E, man,
Yeah.
E Carter, man, from the First Class podcast, jumped on the last pod with us that we did, Belly, man.
Yep.
Shouts out to that dude. We tried to do it, you know what I'm saying? What, about 2 months ago or something like that. Day
Yeah.
of, we had
But
to push it back.
he had a funeral to go to.
Yeah, so but we got it in, man. So
Yeah.
it's great to have a guest from time to time. But at the same time, look, I love having guests, but at the same time, man, you know what I'm saying? We can hold the fort down ourselves.
Oh
You
yeah,
know what I
for
mean?
sure, for sure.
But
But it
you know
was
what
a
I'm
good
saying?
one, bro. We got some good laughs in, man. You know what I'm saying? I think we did a good review of the movie. You know what I'm saying? We did a great review of the characters too. So I thought that was,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, that was nice. I think we did a pretty good one on that one.
Yes, man, that we did. But we took a complete 180 turn on doing this one
Mm-hmm.
that we doing today, but
Mm-hmm.
this ain't nothing like Belly. You know
Nah,
what I'm saying?
this might be
But
more gangster than Belly.
it is.
Yeah,
It is, but this has the system to back you.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like this
yeah.
movie, like even though it puts in this twist in it, but
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, the concept of the movie, you're like, yo, this is some bullshit, yo. I ain't
Yeah,
even gonna front.
for
Like,
real.
but the thing is, it's scary at the same time, man. Like if you got those older loved ones, man, it's a scary thought, man,
Mm-hmm.
that they could pull some shit like this.
Man, big time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just thinking about the fact that, you know what I'm saying, this happens to people in real life. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, to some people, even with families, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, just the fact that, you know, something would happen to them and their family wouldn't even know. And, you know what I'm saying? We saying the elders, but this ain't just happening to elderly people. You know what I'm saying? This is happening to people with disabilities. This is happening to people with mental health issues. You know what I'm saying? Hell, we seeing it happen with Britney Spears right now. Honestly, I mean, if you think about it, it's some similarities in there with the whole Britney Spears situation.
This is true. This is true, man. Like that whole Britney Spears shit. Like I wasn't able to watch the thing. I believe it's on Hulu, if I'm not
Hmm.
mistaken. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. But I've been hearing a lot about it, dude. Everybody been talking about it on all podcasts, like
Yeah.
from the Joe Budden podcast to the Dan Levitard podcast. It's like
Hmm.
it's been taken over, man, about like what these people actually did. Well, not just, I mean, mostly her dad, but
Right.
the other people had some say so in it
Yeah.
too. Like
It's
some
a
of
couple people with their hands in the pot.
Yeah, exactly. Which it did not have to go down that way. So
Right.
yeah, man, this type of stuff, man, it's a scary thought, but I love the twist that they put in it as well because like once you get to like like you know what I'm saying, like 40 minutes into the movie, it takes a turn and it's
Big
like,
time.
yo.
Big time.
It's like, yo, but like this is wild. This is wild.
Hmm. So the movie that we doing today for everybody who haven't really caught on yet is I Care a Lot, a Netflix movie that caught a lot of people by surprise. And you know, Netflix, they've been coming out with some pretty good movies. They've been really, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing. But not gonna lie to you, man. This is one of the good ones. This is one of the real good ones that Netflix, you know what I'm saying, came up with and put out there.
Definitely. Dude, 2020, Netflix had, I don't know if they just had this shit in the vault, but they had they had a good year. You know what I'm saying? If
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mistaken, Ava came out in 2020, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Um, what's our joint? Oh man, what is our joint? You know our joint?
Um,
Uh
we did the
uh
pod on it with our girl,
Old Guard, the old
old
guard.
guard. Yeah.
The old guard, like Netflix, that was hitting on some shit last year during the pandemic. So, this is another one of those ones that came out. It came out later, of 2020, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they had the stuff in the vault and they were just holding it, but they had a pretty good year with this, man. Got your girl from every time I see her, dude, all I see is her and Gone Girl, man. It's like, yo, Gone Girl is out of this world, dude. I'm surprised we haven't even spoken of Gone Girl. That movie is completely nuts. And like she's really similarly the same character.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? In a way. You know what I'm saying? Like she has that same type of attitude, like as far as I don't mean like attitude as like, you know what I'm saying, like she's quick to, cut somebody out. Like, but it's like this firmness about her. It's like this confidence that she have, and then like she's gritty. She's, you know what I'm saying, she's tough. Like she don't take no shit. It's like
Mm-hmm.
she's like the same character, man. How you pronounce her name? It's some crazy ass shit. Like
Rosamund Pike.
that's it. I thought it was some crazy shit. I thought you pronounced it another type of way, but like,
Nah, it's Rosamund Pike.
yeah, man. Like she did her job in this. Now the people that are in it, like, that wasn't bad, but a lot of the times the Netflix movies, they'll have like the main character who is really like the movie is centered around. Now,
Mm-hmm.
it's not that the other people are slouches, it's just the fact that their celebrity level usually isn't what that main character is. Except it got your boy in it,
Peter
Peter,
Dinklage.
yeah, Peter Dinklage, but like
Yeah,
really
that's
after
my guy.
that, yeah, really after
Well,
that, you know what I'm
Diane
saying?
West.
Yeah, Diane West, but she hasn't really been seen like that in a while. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then the Elsa Gonzalez girl, she's on the come up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like she was in Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? She had a little part. She was in Baby Driver.
She was
She
in
didn't say too
Godzilla
much.
versus Kong too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then she was in that dumbass movie Cutthroat City.
Yep.
Um,
She was in
you know,
Bloodshot.
yeah, so like she's
She
on the
been
come
working.
up. Yeah, she been working most definitely. I ain't mad at it at all. But like, yeah, like the thing that tripped me out about this, like, let's talk about it. Like, for the fact that you can have these elderly people who are out here, you know what I'm saying, doing all right. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like, they minding their own business. And it's like, but now don't get me wrong, like they had some great points when they was going, like when they was showing some of the court scenes, right? And
Yeah.
that would be like, oh well, what's her name? Was it Marla? So
Yep.
Marla was like, well, they're just sitting around waiting for her to die because they want to collect her money and collect this,
Mm-hmm.
that, and all this type of shit. Now, that's the thing. Like, there
Mm-hmm.
is a thing where they know Grams, she either got a nice house, and
Or
you
she
got
got
every,
it's gonna be a nice little insurance policy coming through.
yeah, and everybody's trying to, figure out what they're gonna do. Oh, I'm gonna take this, or we're gonna sell the house, and we're gonna split the money, and we're gonna buy a boat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
so that type of shit happens, but it's fucked up that they can pull up a document. They can go to a doctor and say, "Yo, she's showing signs of dementia and all this type shit." So
Mm-hmm.
then the doctor take the document to this girl, and this girl takes it in front of a judge and say that this woman or this man can't take care of themselves, and we think that we should be able to be they what you call it,
Guardian.
their caretaker, their guardian, yeah, their
Yeah.
guardian, without them even being there. You
Well,
know what I'm
see,
saying?
the thing is that, you know what I'm saying, like, and this is why I brought up the Britney Spears situation. Like, you know, I mean, I know she's not necessarily going through the same thing in this movie, but her being in that conservatorship and then her having to deal with the fact that, you know, she was deemed basically unable to take care of herself. You know what I'm saying? She lost her kids in the situation, and then her dad pretty much got rights to her whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like she can't. I think they got her an IUD that she can't remove without his permission. You know what I'm saying? Like she only get like a certain amount of her salary. Like it's just all kind of crazy stuff. So like now when you move it to, you know what I'm saying, like you said, regular everyday people who going through this, and you see that they kind of have to deal with, you know, the you see that they have to kind of deal with things like you know, they might not have some family around, or if they do got family, it's like distant relatives or something like that, or they just don't have any immediate family. And then, you know what I'm saying, if something happens, like say, you know what I'm saying, they might get injured, or, you know, I don't know, they, you know, might forget to pay a couple bills or something like that. And then, you know, the people are saying, well, maybe they're not fit to take care of themselves, and now you know what I'm saying, you got the legal system basically taking it into their hands to get them a lawyer, or, you know what I'm saying, find like a guardian or whatever for them. And now that they're taking over their whole life, you know what I'm saying, they putting them in nursing homes and selling their house and selling all their possessions or taking some of their possessions. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
they get control of their bank accounts and all this other stuff. So it's just like it's crazy to think that, you know, a lot of these people who, like, you know what I'm saying, like we said, they able people. They able to take care of themselves. They able to do, you know what I'm saying, they out cutting their own grass and doing all this other stuff. But, you know, because they don't have their kids around as much, or because they don't have a brother, or you know what I'm saying, or a nephew or niece to come take care of them, now that, you know what I'm saying, they basically getting taken care of by somebody who don't know nothing about their life, you know what I'm saying, a total stranger, and they can pretty much do whatever they want with you know what I'm saying, everything that they own. That's crazy, bro.
It's real crazy. And before we get into Jennifer Peterson, like it's crazy that like they're treating the nursing homes like the prison system,
Mm-hmm.
because when they was picking, like, so one of her people one of Marla's people had died, and
Mm-hmm.
so she's on the phone with Mr. West or whatever, and he's like, "Yo, you know, such and such just died. You know, we need somebody to fill this room, and I'm gonna charge you 2,000." And she was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Well, you charged me 500 the last time." And he was like, "Hey, you know, I can call somebody else, and they can do it." And it's like, yo, so they're having bidding wars to
Yeah.
keep these damn rooms filled at these
Mm-hmm.
nursing homes. That's
Mm-hmm.
the same shit with the prison system. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like they want a certain amount of people to be in there because they get these kickbacks from having, you know, so many people to a cell. And like they
Mm-hmm.
do things like, you know, they won't release you or give you an opportunity to get bail until they either got somebody coming, or it's like, all right, well, we about to be full, or we got a man per cell. So now we'll get, you know what I'm saying, we'll let you get out at this time. And it's
Yeah.
like, to think that we're doing, it's like, yo, the prison system, everybody is, you know, out to, well, everybody
Benefit.
qualify for that shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they have to
But
benefit.
yeah, but like when it comes to nursing homes, you can only feed off of the elderly. Like you can't have a
Nah.
45-year-old.
Nah. Nursing homes
Well,
is they got people who, like I said, it's like handicapped people and like
well,
mentally
yeah,
ill people
handicapped
too
people.
now. Yeah.
True, true. But but even that, like to take advantage of a person that's handicapped and to
Mm-hmm.
take advantage of a person that's elderly, like that shit is fucked up, man. Like I mean,
Yeah,
all
it
of it's
is.
fucked up. Don't
It
get me wrong,
is.
all of it is. But it's just like that's just like, you know what I'm saying. When you think of the elderly, all the things that they've been through, all the stuff that they lived through, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
the knowledge
Right.
that some of them have, if they're able to live on their own, like don't get me wrong, like yeah, some elderly people, you know, maybe their kids and grandkids stay in another city and they're
Mm-hmm.
not able to be checked on at all times, but like I think that if it got to a certain point, I mean, even in a situation where it's a neighborhood and it's like the neighbors know, oh well, there's a 87-year-old lady that lives there and she lives by herself. You know, we'll just keep an eye on her. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
even if you're not family, you know what I'm saying. You can see neighbors like, you know what I'm saying. Hey, you know everything good. You know,
Mm-hmm.
no. And it's crazy how they got Miss Peterson because she was just she was just chilling and like so Marla and her ace boon coon
Friend.
uh friend they run and talk to the doctor lady and which is Dr. Amos and she's like, well, I got one lady, you know, she forgot something the other day, so we can say she got dementia or whatnot.
See, that's crazy.
And that's wild. And obviously she's a dirty doctor because she's
Right.
getting kickbacks, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So they go, Fran goes stake her out, and they see like, yo, this lady, her credit top notch. She got a, you know what I'm saying, Mercedes. She got a brand new house, not brand new house, but the house paid off.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're like, yo, this lady, she goes to this swimming class. Like the woman is good. Ain't
Mm-hmm.
nothing wrong with this elderly lady. And then just all of a sudden they have this court date without her. Say that, you know, what the doctor says she got, you know, case of dementia, and they think that the state or the city or whatever need to care for this lady. So she knocks on. Can you imagine? You at your door. You done lived your life. You
Mm-hmm.
grown. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And then somebody just knock on your door and like, yo, this is a affidavit or whatever saying that I'm your guardian, and you know you have slight signs of dementia, and we pack a bag, and we gonna take you to this home
Mm-hmm.
that I found for you. Like, motherfucker, I'm good here. Like, what you
Right.
mean? And so then you thinking like, you know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is shut the door on this lady, and you good. No,
Mm.
look, there's 3 cops out here.
Yeah, I said by law you got it. Yeah, and then that's the crazy part. The fact that you know what I'm saying it's a law thing. It ain't like she just decided to hop up and do it. Nah, this is the like you said, they got the police behind it. Then it's the system that's behind it. That like, you know what I'm saying? You got big medicine in that type of shit too. Like, because and they ain't really dive into this part, but then you think about it, like think about how many pharmaceutical boy, I couldn't say that for nothing. Pharmaceutical companies think about how many pharmaceutical companies, you know what I'm saying, are coming to these nursing homes and trying out these drugs without people really knowing on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Like talking to some of these caretakers and talking to some of these doctors and owners of these nursing homes. And you know what I'm saying, giving these test drugs to these people that we don't know, so like it could be a lot going on in this.
Man, that's a great point. You brought that up because after they got Miss Peterson there, you know what I'm saying, like. But they gave her the full works to make it seem like a
Mm-hmm.
whole celebration and all of this
Mm-hmm.
shit. But then, like, once they get there, she gets her to open up her phone, gets her phone code, boom, give it to the lady. You don't have no access to no phone. You can't call
Crazy,
nobody.
bro.
Like, it is nuts. And to circle back on your point, like, Marla controls everything. What she
Mm-hmm.
eats, the medication that she gets, she can up her
Mm-hmm.
medication. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they can have her in, you know what I'm saying? Not a vegetated state. What's the word? In a you know what I'm saying? In
Comatose.
a
I mean, not a comatose state, but in a drugged up state, basically. Like shit, they could drug
yeah,
her up, and it's nothing.
yeah, and just have her, you know what I'm saying, loopy all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as you remember when she got mad at Miss Peterson, she told, hey, give her the basic food package, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Keep her on these drugs and only let her out her room for 30 minutes. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
the fuck?
But I mean,
Like,
that's like you know what I'm saying. That's like you said, bro. It's the system. Like the fact that she's able to talk to these people and bid for rooms and everything else. So like that, and then like even the interactions that they was having at these places, that just lets you know just how you know what I'm saying, like how well oiled this machine is.
nuts, man, nuts. And then that takes us, you know what I'm saying? So right before we get to Roman, so this they like you said earlier, they cleaned out the house. Like, that's what they did. That once they get that woman or that man into their nursing home, they go back
Mm-hmm.
to the house, bank account, uh, security deposit keys.
Mm-hmm.
They got everything. They started selling because she had antique furniture. So they
Yep.
sold that shit. They got it auction off her paintings. They started repainting the house, all this shit. But what they didn't know, and this is where the turn came, what they
Yes,
didn't know,
sir.
dude pulls up in a taxi cab. He looking around like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? So Fran go to the door and she's like, you know, what you need? He's like, I'm looking for Miss Peterson. So, oh, Miss Peterson, she don't live here no more. She moved. He like, the fuck? So he leaves and he goes to Roman and like, yo, she ain't there. They're talking about she moved, people painting, everything, the whole house cleaned out. But what they didn't know, what Marlon and Fran didn't know was every week at the same time, she would go meet her son, Roman. You know what I'm saying? They would have their little time together or whatnot because they had to stay undercover for a reason we'll get into a little later.
Right.
And it's like, so that's how, because Fran was like, yo, who called you? You know what I'm saying? And she didn't really think about it at the time because she's like, why would this taxi cab just show up? You know what I'm saying? Because I know Marla didn't give her an opportunity to use the phone.
Right.
And then even if she did give her opportunity to use the phone, why would they go to the original house? Why wouldn't they go to where she is now? So that's when the whole movie took a turn right there.
Big turn. And this is when we get introduced to Roman, you feel me? Like now, you know what I'm saying? Roman is an escaped Russian gangster who is about that life 100%. He's all about that life. He knows nothing but that life. And then his mother, I think she's also a part of that too. She was about that life as well. But you know what I'm saying? We find out just how connected this dude is. You know what I'm saying? He got goons. This dude got companies, businesses. Like he is really a lord of the underground.
Definitely. And we find that out real quick because once old dude went back, and it's funny, I wasn't gonna mention this, but it's funny to see just what's the word I want to use? I don't want to use normal, but average sized people be completely afraid of a little person. It's like he ducking behind the chairs and shit. He's throwing his smoothie at them, and you know what I'm saying. He's like, "Yo, y'all better find my mom, or y'all are done." You know what I'm saying? I just thought that was just hilarious to see that happen. You know what I mean? So he's pissed off and he's trying to figure out. Then they figure out that Marla is the one who had, you know what I'm saying, to do with it. So because like you said, the old dude did his research. So they sent a lawyer to go talk to Marla and like, yo, you know, this woman is connected. Everything's good with her. I just went and seen her. She's fine. And we want her out this nursing home. So Marla's playing hardball, like, nah, you know, I'm her guardian now, blah, 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 all this type of shit. So my man, he wanted this to be the last resort. You know what I'm saying? To go to the suitcase. So he go to the suitcase, yo, I got $100,000. You know what I'm saying? To just let her walk out of here. And this is what they didn't understand about Marla. Marla, the only thing Marla cared about was bread.
Yep.
She didn't give a fuck about nothing. So she's like, well, fuck it. Give me I think she said 3 million or something like that. He was like, nah, I give you, you know, 300,000. That's my top, you know what I'm saying? That's my max offer. And she's like, nah. Because obviously there's some money behind this woman.
Facts.
And she knows there is, because I'm trying to remember, was this the point where I think she
had already
did find
found
the diamonds.
Yeah,
Yeah, she already
found
found the diamonds.
Yeah.
So she knew, like, nah, y'all got to come up with more bread. Y'all come up with more bread, yeah, I'll let her go. Because she's all about her principles, but, like, she bought that bread.
So, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? She basically starting to find out that, you know what I'm saying, this woman is well connected. She ain't met Roman yet, but, you know what I'm saying, he's starting to send the goons at her and everything else. Now, to me, this is the question I got for you, right?
Uh-oh.
If you was in Marla's situation, right, you find out that, you know, you done made a move on possibly the wrong person. They done came and offered you some money. You know what I'm saying? You know, you and your girl, y'all trying to get up out of there anyway.
Mhm.
Would you have took um so basically, you know what I'm saying, you know what could possibly happen. You know that you done found a diamond, so you know it's deeper than what it is. Would you have went ahead and just said forget it, took the money and kept going on with your business and found something new, or would you really would have stuck with it?
I mean, with hindsight being 2020, you know what I'm saying? If you take that away, but me being where I am, not being so hung up on greed,
Mm-hmm.
like I mean, I would have knowing the information I know, I wouldn't have went for the 100. I've
Mm-hmm.
been like, nah, you gotta give me some more, cause I
Okay.
know this woman got some money. But
Okay.
when he told me that 300, I would have took it. I was like, all
Yeah.
right,
That's
y'all
what I'm
can get this
saying.
lady, y'all
Yeah.
can get this lady up out of here because obviously you know that she is into some shady shit or
Mm-hmm.
was into some shady shit. And
Mm-hmm.
then all of a sudden this lawyer comes just walks in here. She hasn't had an opportunity to use the phone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I got access to all of your stuff. And this dude name never came up. So
Mm-hmm.
obviously they know I got this lady. So I don't wanna get in it now. Even with taking the 300,000, it's like, are they still gonna leave me alone? That's the one part that still
Okay.
scares me because they could give me
Okay.
the 300,000
And then
and
come
then
back and
2 weeks
get you.
later, yeah, kill me and take that 300,000 back. So it's still
Okay.
risky. But my thing is, okay, 300,000. I mean, what? I mean, I don't know how much money they was really making on doing the shady businesses they was doing, but I feel like that's like 2, 3 years of work. You know what I'm saying? That I'm getting in one day off of one person. So it's
Yeah.
like, yo,
Easy money.
I go ahead. I'm taking the 300 and I'm getting this lady out my life. That's
Right.
just
Right.
me. What about yourself?
I'd have took the 100 grand. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, once that nigga popped up, start talking, yeah, okay, this is bigger than what I think it is. This is a lot more work than what I needed to be. You know what I'm saying? This could possibly tear down my whole empire. Let me go ahead and take this 100 grand. They can have her back, take whatever they need. I ain't worried about them coming back to get me. I ain't worried about none of that. Cause I done already made the money I done made off of her. Plus on top of that, I'm getting 100 grand. Yeah, I'm good. That's an easy
Okay,
money.
are you giving the diamonds back?
They don't know I got the diamonds yet, so no.
They know the diamonds are missing though.
Not, but I don't know that. So no, we're not getting them diamonds. Definitely not getting them diamonds.
Because I feel like that they would have because he knew that she had access to the safety deposit box. And he
Mm-hmm.
went and opened up the book and seen that the diamonds was taken out of the thing. So
Yep.
he knows that either she know who took it
Mm-hmm.
or she took it. So
Mm-hmm.
me personally, I'd have been like, look, you know what I'm saying? I took the diamonds out of there just for a little leverage because I knew something like this was gonna happen. But I will gladly give you these diamonds back
Or
because I don't want y'all coming back after me.
or I would have been like, just let me have the diamonds and you can have her.
I understand it, but that's so you don't fight for 300,000. You take the 1,000 and you keep the diamonds. But that's like I don't know, dude.
It's gonna
That's
either be the 100. It's gonna either be the 100 grand or the diamonds. So either way, and now if I'm trying to negotiate, I'm gonna be like, look, I got the diamonds. I know that's really what y'all here for. You let me keep half of the diamonds. You can have her. I leave her alone. Never hear from me again. Or let me keep them all. You know what I'm saying? It's up to y'all. I'm getting some of these diamonds though.
yeah. I feel you. I feel you. But it took that turn of like, okay, so first this movie started out as, you know what I'm saying, these shady doctors, shady people that run the nursing homes and the law as what it is. So we see that this movie is turning into like, yo, this is fucked up what they're doing to these elderly people, but then it turns
Mm-hmm.
into this Russian gangster mother that got taken. So basically they took the wrong woman. So she tried to
Mm-hmm.
bargain with the lady. The lady found out. She was like, "What day is it?" And she's like, "The 12th or something like that." So she was like, "So the 8th now passed." She was like, "Oh, fucked up now." Like he's coming for me, and he's not stopping till what I'm saying they get me out of here. And I think that threat would have got me, man. Like I would have been like, "Yo, I'm not trying to get mixed up in this shit. I'm here, and this is the thing with Marla that confused me because it's like you about that bread, but she
Mm-hmm.
takes that opportunity for more bread, but the trouble that comes along with it.
Ain't worth it.
Exactly. I personally don't think that it's worth it, but to Marla, it is. And Fran was trying to tell her. Fran told her like, "Yo, we need to let this go. Like, we need to
Mm-hmm.
let them have this lady because this stuff is getting too out of hand."
Mm-hmm.
And so then it gets to a point where the shit really get crazy, and that's when after they put Miss Peterson into uh basically a psych ward because she talked some shit to her, got her worked up. You know what I'm saying? Lady now, Miss Peterson now choked her out, all this type shit. And
Yeah.
so she did that on purpose. Well, Marla did it on purpose so it'd be caught on film so she could have more control of her. Now, before I get into that, I cannot believe we missed this. The movie started with this one dude, you know what I'm saying? He just want to see his mom. That's
Mm-hmm.
all he wants. You know what I'm saying? They won't even let the dude see his mom. He took it to court. Dude lost, and he called her a bitch. He called her a whole everything, spit in her face, everything. It was like, he
Mm-hmm.
said, I hope you get raped and die. Like, God damn. He mad about not seeing his mom. But you know what I'm saying? You
Right.
gotta understand the frustration. Like this dude probably, he just looked like a dude didn't have a lot of friends, all this type of shit like that. He probably really loved his mom, like most people do, and like she wouldn't let him see her. Okay. So fast forward back to where we are. Fran is like, yo, let this shit go. And she doesn't. So he ramps it up. Roman ramps it up, goes to kidnap Marla, and then they go and beat the shit out of Fran. And so they got Marla hemmed up in a chair.
Mm-hmm.
And Marla's like, so he tried to tell her give up your mom. He was like, she said, look, I told your one dude before, I'm about my bread. You pay me off, you can have her. She was like, ain't no ill will towards me. And he tried to bribe her, tried to scare her by showing live video of her mom taking out the trash. And she's like, yo, I don't give a fuck about her. like, like
Right.
I'm about my money. You can go kill my mom's. I don't care. I
Mm-hmm.
want this 10 million. Cause now she went from 3 million to 10 million. And so my dude is like, Roman's like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Kill this bitch. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So Roman, who I thought was because when you first watch it, I thought he was gonna give her the money, to be honest
Mm-hmm.
with you. But he's like, nah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Take her out.
Yeah. I mean, you got to be careful around that type of shit, man. You definitely got to be careful with that type of shit.
Because it just feels like now he did say before he said kill her, he was like, you ain't afraid to die. And she
Mm-hmm.
was like, she said she could her comparison of like, yo, I don't know what it was like in 1930 or some shit like that. So she was like, so I ain't gonna know what it's like when I'm dead. So I don't give a shit. She was just like, I'm here to make money. So
Mm-hmm.
give me the money, or you want to kill me, kill me. So
Right.
they come up with a plan to, you know what I'm saying? They knocked her out, put her in her car, hit the gas, and her car ran off a cliff into a lake. But
Mm-hmm.
whatever they gave her didn't work that well because she
Nope.
woke up. she woke up. She climbed out that car. Look, she's resilient. You know what I'm saying? Resilient.
Mm-hmm.
So she goes to the store, which is a funny scene when she goes to the store. She's all soaking wet. She starts drinking milk out the carton. Man, she picking up all the stuff, asks the dude for $50 to use the phone. She changes her clothes right in front of dude. She calls Fran. Fran don't answer the phone. So then she asked the dude to call her a taxi. She goes to Fran's house. She's beat the fuck up. I thought she was dead the first time I watched it, but she ended up being alive. So then she gets her out the house right before the house blows up because they left the gas on.
Mm-hmm.
And so They go to another property and they trying to set up what they're gonna do. So they come up with this plan to kidnap Roman.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking, oh, well, they just gonna kill Roman. Boom, we good. Well, what she did was she doped them up and left them butt naked. The dude just out running, finds her, finds Roman, and then now he's in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So now this is where we get to the shit. Not only the reason why they would meet in secret is because Miss Peterson isn't really Miss Peterson. She stole this identity. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? From a dead baby in like 1947 or some shit like that. Roman changed his name because I'm guessing when he left Russia, he was either running from the law or he was running from the old gangsters or something. They're both
Yeah.
running from something. So they're
Mm-hmm.
both running from something. And so now Roman is a John Doe.
Yep.
So when it comes to John Doe, who do you think they call? They call Marla, and Marla is is now in control of what happens to him and his mom.
Mm.
So you like, yo, this bitch
Now
right
this
here.
this was the twist and turn that I never expected. I thought that she was gonna get off, but the fact that she got this off, yo, that made this movie way better.
Made it way better, man. And so they start having a conversation, and this is where I thought I was for sure when I watched it the very first time. He's like, yo, get that bullshit out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Because she came up with a plan. Well, no, he came up with a plan. No, I thought that she wasn't going to take it, but she could not. Let me see. She could not decline this offer. So
Mm-hmm.
they were sitting at the hospital having a conversation. She's still about, yo, I told you, all you had to do was pay me off. Give me 10
Mm-hmm.
million, we good. Dude, like, yo, I got something better than 10 million. He was like, how about we go into business together? She's like, the fuck? And he was like, yeah. He was like, look, at first, he was like, look, I don't like you. And I still don't
Mm-hmm.
like you. But he was like, how resilient you are
Mm-hmm.
and how smart you are. He was like, yo, we could go in, and he brought up the pharmaceutical. Now they didn't get into it, but
Right.
he brought up, you know what I'm saying, with the pharmaceutical companies. He was like, the money that I got, I can make you the CEO of the company, you the face of the company,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just funding you, and we both can be partners in this, and you can make way more than 10 million. Not only is you getting 10 million, you are the face. She
Mm-hmm.
was on like 5, 10 magazines. She
Yep.
was on this TV show. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Talk about, because this is the thing. He was like, what you're doing right now is small potatoes. You
Mm-hmm.
got like 20 people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He got her to a point where she had a whole board of like fucking like 200, 3, 4, 500 people, maybe even in the
Mm-hmm.
thousands.
Yep.
So it's like he expanded the whole thing with his bread, and they actually really went into business together. Did you? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, when you first saw it, did you think that either one of them would have came to that conclusion when they was having that conversation?
Nah, not at the initial thought. I thought she was just gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? I got your life. I don't need to, you know what I'm saying? I don't need you to do anything for me. So, I mean, she technically didn't have to, but you know what I'm saying? Like you said, that greed kicked in. And she ultimately paid the price, man.
She did, but from an unexpected source.
Mm-hmm.
So then, like I mentioned, at the very, like, so she just got done doing, you know what I'm saying, a national television show. Dude asking her what's next. You know, she's just, basically saying that, we're about to take this thing over with this business that we got, the model plan that we got. Everything is great, everything gravy. You know what I'm saying? They pulling up in the Ferrari, all types of shit. And so then she goes back to her car. Her and friend go to the car. Old dude from the very beginning that she would
Mm-hmm.
not let him see his mama. His mom died,
Yep.
and he wasn't able to see his mom before she died, and that took him over the brink. My
And he came
man
and smoked her.
smoked the boy, popped it right in the front of people. He didn't hide. He didn't. Like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't try to sneak and do it or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And but the thing about those type of passion crimes is the fact that yes, you are upset with this lady. You wasn't able to see your mama. But that's kind of like racism, right? Like, why would you risk yourself going to jail over somebody you hate? It's like, why pop this woman
Well,
in broad
with
daylight?
with that though, I mean, I figure he just didn't have nothing else to lose. He already lost his mom. You know what I'm saying? He didn't look like he had a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? He didn't look like he was doing too well. So I mean, like, you lose your mom, you can't see her before she dies. Like, and you know that this lady is basically taking her life over. You know, he was like, all right, you want to play the game? I play the game too. And you know what I'm saying? He did what he had to do.
Yeah, and all this whole time you're thinking like, at some point, yeah, they're making money. They are successful and all this shit. But it's like, does Roman actually get over the fact of his mom having to go through that for a couple of months? And it's like, and then are you thinking that she's like, yo, this dude really don't like me, and maybe he could get somebody to replace me that
Mm-hmm.
that's more favorable to him. So you're thinking,
Exactly.
because she said, how do I trust you? And he was just like trust the money or trust the process. It was some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And but he also said trust can build. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? He was like, yeah, we don't trust each other right now, but if we start having a successful business relationship, you know what I'm saying, that trust will go to the wayside because at the end of the day, all she was about was making her money.
Yeah.
And he was a businessman that just wanted to meet his mama once a week or whatever, how they did it or whatnot. So
Right.
it's crazy how this movie ended up turning out, man. And it was one of those movies like when I first watched it, I was like, all right, we in a pandemic, you know what I'm saying? Netflix dropped this, you know what I'm saying? I know her from
Mm-hmm.
Gone Girl, you know what I'm saying? She did a
Mm-hmm.
great job in Gone Girl, so it's like I'll check it out. But once I watched it, I was surprised. I was like, oh shit. Like because
Yeah, it was great.
I didn't watch a trailer or nothing. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? I just clicked on it
Turned it
and
on.
started
Me
watching it.
too.
Yeah.
Me too.
So crazy, man.
Yeah, you ready for the fire flames, bro?
Let's do it.
Yoga fire! Yoga flame!
All right, man. So, fire flame times, ladies and gentlemen. I'll go ahead and take the lead on this one. So for me, you know what I'm saying, the cast really wasn't it really wasn't like a outstanding cast, but you know what I'm saying, I know Peter Dinklage, I know Diane West, I know Rosamund Pike. So it's not like we had unfamiliar faces in it. I think everybody did a great job acting. Peter Dinklage really stole the show for me. I think that he really did his thing in this movie, like he always does. He's a great actor, but I think he really, you know what I'm saying, played that gangster role very, very well. And then, you know what I'm saying, the story of it is really what tops the cake. Like, you can't beat this story. This is a great story. Like, the way they put everything together, the twists and turns that they had at the end, I thought that was good too. But you know what I'm saying. The only thing is just like it was for me. It wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying. Like I don't think that they had the I don't think that they had like the storyline down for you know what I'm saying. Roman and what's his mom's name? Jennifer. What was her last name?
Peterson.
Yeah,
Peterson.
Jordan for and that's funny. Jordan Peterson. I mean, I mean, why say Jordan? Jennifer Peterson. Um, But anyway, I think Roman and Miss Peterson they could have went a little bit earlier into their backstory, or they could have went to their backstory a little bit earlier. That way, we could have kind of known what was going on. But I mean, as far as I'm concerned, man, like I said, I liked the movie. I thought it was a good story. It kept me intrigued. Um, I give it a 3.5.
I'm not mad at it. I felt the same way. I think they could have went more into that backstory. It would have been great to see like why this dude was so feared.
Mm-hmm.
And also I wanted to know more about Marla's past, to how she got
Yeah.
to that point of why is she the way she is. And I
Mm-hmm.
felt that they didn't give us enough. So with that being said, I'm gonna have to give it a 3, man. Um,
Okay.
but with that being said, it still was a good movie though.
Mm-hmm. For sure. For sure. So, man, you know what I'm saying? Coming up. we got an exclusive joint. You know what I'm saying? Things have to be avenged, and since they're being avenged, we're gonna find out why they need to be avenged. You know what I'm saying with this one.
Well, I can't speak too much on it. I haven't seen it yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I see the smirk on your face. I seen that you have. But I will be jumping on it here in a couple of days. But yeah, all I can say is I've been waiting on it for a long time. You know what I'm saying
Yeah,
they've
we've
been
all
playing
been waiting
around with
on it
it,
for a
so
long time. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? We finally gonna do this one, man. So y'all stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Friday we got y'all. Y'all make sure that, you know what I'm saying, y'all tune in and we gonna do this one right. But you know what I'm saying? Until then, you know what I'm saying, you guys can follow me on Twitter at Scoots Bronson. You can follow me on Instagram at Scoots Bronson _TV. And check out my other podcast, 15 Minutes of Fame. And make sure you follow us on IG at Viewer9Pod and on Facebook as well. Join up in the VA Pod Watch group.
yes, sir. You can check me out at s.foster8 on Instagram and Twitter. 28 minutes or less pod on Instagram. 28 minutes or less on Facebook. Go check out the last episode that me and you put together. Disturbia on 28 minutes or less. Just a little preview of
Mm-hmm.
how we do things on both pods. And that last episode of Stolen Time Podcast. Go check that out as well. And that's all I got.
Yeah, for sure, man. And you already know. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening. We definitely appreciate it. With that being said, see you guys Friday, man. Like they say in Hollywood, that's a wrap.
Cut.